3. Remainder is 0. And what will be the remainder when you divide this number with 4? So this quotient is lesser than 4. The quotient on the 4 oda kammiya irukku. So remainder will be 3 itself. Or if it is more, you divide the quotient by 4, that will give you the remainder. Okay. Purida. So this is an example. Here we know the number. Inga vandu number theriyadu. So in that case, so this quotient you divide by this, whatever the remainder is, that will be the remainder. If suppose the quotient is less than this, so 3 is less than 4, remainder will be 3 itself. So 15 4 la divide panna remainder 3 thane. Successive number. Okay. இது புரியுதா? So we'll start with percentages. So what do you mean by percent? Percent means for 100 what is the value? Say for 200, so if the score is 180, so what will be the value for 100? 90. We divide this 200 with 2. So if the 200 la divide panana, you get 100. The same way divide the numerator also with 2. So 180 divided by 2, 90. So for 200 if it is 180, or for 300 if it is that value. So you see what is the value for 100. So for every 100 what is the value. And percentage means, so it is an equivalent fraction. So denominator vandu 100. You should have 100. Okay. And what is the percentage here? So when denominator is 100, so whatever the numerator is, you take as the percentage. Okay. Suppose if you have 7 by 100, so what will be the percentage? 7%. So when you have 0.7, the percentage is, so 100 irunda, whatever the numerator is will be the percent, 0.7. Okay. So when you have 0.07, 0.07 percentage. So for 3000 by 100 percentage will be 3000%. Okay. So if you need the value, so what will be value for 50%? So it is 50 by 100 or half. So fraction is, you divide this 50 by 100, so or half. So fraction is half. So what will be the decimal equivalent? So it is 0.5. Okay. So if they ask half percent, what will be the value? So 50% and it is half. So half percent and so this question was asked. So the answer on the was options, you had 50. So many say that it is 50, but it is 1 by 200. Or so you know it is 0.5, dividing with 100 it is 0.005. So whatever fraction is there, percentage percentage kudutittu value venona divided with 100. So any fraction or decimal. So when you need to convert to percentage, so evlo percent kandupidikanana into 100. Okay. To find the value, to get the value, when percentage is given, divide it with 100. Okay, I'll erase. So here you had 3000 by 100. So to get the percentage, multiply this with 100. So you get the percentage, 3000. So suppose the number is given, say if you have 4824. So the basic percentage one, maybe we will be using all this in data interpretation to find the percentage. So 50%, 25%, 10% and 1%. So with this 1% if you want 3 into 3, you get 3%. So when you need 30%, find 10% and into 3, 30%. So you have this number 4824. So 50% and what will be the value? Half of it. So half of this given value. So when it is 25%, it is 1/4 of this. Okay. So it is. And when you need 10%, point after the last integer. So it is into 10 by 100. So 482.4. So when you need 1%, point after 2 places. Now when you need 2%, multiply this with 2, 96.48. Okay. Is it visible? So find 69% of 25 plus 39% of 20. So when you are finding as to when 69% of 25, so simplification you get this type of question. So 69% ana namakku adu kashama irukum illaya. So you can replace the percentage. So you take 25% of 69. Both will be same. Okay, ipo vandittu when you are finding 20% of 400 or 2% of 4000, both will be same. Or 200% of 40, zeros matram da nama matram. Okay. So 20% of 400 will be 10% 40, 20% it is 80, and what is 2% of 4000? 1% 40, 2% is 80. So just we are replacing that zeros, so value will not change. So when they are 69% of 25, 69 ana adu konjam confuse ara mari irukum. You take 25% of 69. Okay, both values will be same. So 69% of 25, we will write 69 by 100 into 25. Yeah. So this you write, divide this 25 by 100. So this is 25% of 69. So both values will be same. So instead of seeing 69% of 25, you see what is 25% of 69. So 25% ana it is 1/4. Okay. So you can replace the percentages. For 69% of 25, 25% of 69, both will be same. So 25%, 10% namakku simple working adu. Puriyala. And what is 69% of 25? So 1/4 of 69. And what is 39% of 20? You check 20% of 39. So 10% is 3.9. 20% will be 7.8. Now you add, you get the values. 25.05. So you understood? So you have the question papers with you, Kadachada, and try the first question. Kadikaliya? Question papers enga irukku? Idu inga one irukku. Idu kadaiya. So in the concept புரியுதா? You didn't get? Oh, you understood? So for the first question, so it is 5. So 4% of a number added with, they are adding 4% of a number with 79.8. So the resultant is 8. So you are adding 4% of a number with 79.8. So you get as 80. Okay. So after adding 4% of this number to this, you get 80. So what is the increase here? Evlo increase aayirukku? 0.2. So it means that 4% of the number vandu 0.2. Number venona it is 100%. So 4% of this is 0.2. When you need that number, it means that you need 100%. So how you can get 100 from 4? Into 25. You understood? Multiply this with 25. On this side also with 25. So 4% of 25 you get 100%. So that is 5. So 25 into 2 is 50. So point after the last integer, 5 is the answer. So 4% of ஒரு number வந்து 79.8 கூட add பண்ணா 80 வருது. அப்போ எவ்வளோ increase ஆயிருக்கு? 0.2. So அந்த number உடைய 4% வந்து அப்போ 0.2. அப்போ அந்த நம்பர் எவ்வளோ? ஆனால் 100% வேணும். ஸோ 4ல இருந்து 100 எப்படி கிடைக்கும்னா into 25. ஸோ யூ கெட் 100%. இங்கே 25 மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணால் இங்கேயும் 25 மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணணும். ஸோ யூ கெட் 100% ஆஃப் அ நம்பர் இஸ் 5. புரியுதா? I'll give you another example. Suppose you are adding 4% of a number with say 70. So 70 kuda 4% of a number when you add, I get 73. So what is the number? So I am adding 4% of a number with 70 and I get this 73 as the result. அப்போ அந்த நம்பர் வந்து 4% வந்து 3 இல்லையா? அப்போ 100% வந்து 75. So here increment is 3. After adding 4% you get 3. So you need 100%. So So into 25 into 25. So number is 75. And try the second question. The first question purinjada? You understood? First one. So on the second one, what is the question? 5% of x then x equal to 432, and you are asked to find 5% of x plus 25. So it is given 5% of x is 432. So then we will find what is x. So x venona you multiply 5 with 20, you get 100%. So you into 20 will multiply and the number kadachino. So after you get that x, that number, will add 25 and then find 5%. Adu purida? So find x. So what is 100%? Into 20 panna you get 100%. Then you add 25 and then we will find 5%. So for this question, instead of finding all this, so just you expand. So 5% of x plus 5% of 25. So just you use this value. So 5% of x namakku 432 theriyum. So it is 432. And what is 5% of 25? 5 into 25 by 100. 1.25. So answer is 433.25. Okay, so in the questions along ketruna. So instead of finding x, just substitute for this value 5% of x, adukapram find 5% of 25 and add. Okay. அது வேண்டாம், அது வந்து நமக்கு லேட் ஆகும். x% x உடைய 5% நமக்கு தெரியும். ஸோ இப்போ 5% of x is 432 கொடுத்துட்டு 3% of x plus 25 ஏன்னா அப்போ you need x, அப்போ x வேணும். இப்போ 5% of x, just like that you can take that instant value, அந்த value அப்படியே போட்டு 5% of 25 மாத்திரம் ஆட் பண்ணிடலாம். ஓகே. Say for example, 2% of x is 100. 369. So 2% of x is 369. So what will be 2% of x plus 50? So purida. So idukku answer 370. So they have given 2% of x is 369. So when you expand 2% of x vandu 369 and find what is 2% of 50. 1. So for 50, 1% is 0.5. 1%. 2% into 2, so it is 10.5. So 2% of 50 is 1. So answer is 370. So idu matram evlo paathu idla add panna you get the answer. No need to find x. X kandupidichi pandradha procedure. Adukku step marks irukum. 10 marks or 5 marks. Namakku 1 mark da. Okay, so answer நீங்கள் இங்கி பிங்கி பங்கி போட்டாலும் கரெக்டாக வந்தால் ஆன்சர் இல்லைன்னா ஓகே. ஸோ யூஸ் திஸ் வேல்யூ 2% of x 369. இது மாத்திரம் 2% என்ன பார்த்து யூ ஜஸ்ட் ஆட், யூ கெட் த ஆன்சர். So in percentages, so throughout working enana, so one is off. So one is off. So in the percentage throughout workings llame, if they give as off 20% of 350, so what is 20% of 350? Adu matram panna podum. So that is how you will get 20 by 100 of 350. So it is 70. So 10% is 35. 20% will be 70. Another type of working is more or less. So when they mention more or less, say 20% more or less than 350, so more or less. So then you see what is 20% of 350 and add it with 350. Adu kodave add panum. So then you add 100 plus this 20 by 100 with the given value. So less means you subtract. So this is the throughout calculation. So percentage when they give us off, what is the profit anna? It is 20% of cost price. What is selling price anna? It is 20% more than the cost price if it is profit. So if it is loss, it is 20% less than the cost price. So when they say more or less, you add with 100 or subtract with 100 and take off anna just into. Okay. And try the third question. So it is 39%. Third question. So you got the answer. So A salary is 30% of B salary. So you take off kuduthirundha 30 by 100 of B, and B salary is 30% more than B. So you add 30 with 100, so it will be 130, or I will write this here, 100 plus 30 by 100 times of C. So B salary is 130 by 100 times of C. And comparison for A to C. So A equal to 30% of B's, and B salary is 130 by 100 times of C. So if C salary la evlo percent is A salary is as, so you cancel the zeros. So whenever you have 100 in the denominator, so numerator is 39. So A salary is 39% of C salary. So just multiply, add, multiply whatever you have in the numerator apart from 100, that will be the percentage. Okay. Ida. If B salary is 30% more, upon the 100 could add panano. 100 plus 30, 130 times of 100. So 30 by 100, B is 130 by 100 times of C. Adu kadaikum. Suppose ipo B koda 30% off kuduthirundha, so you will have just 30. So just 30 and it will be 3 into 3 numerator 9. So then A salary will be 9% of C salary. Okay. So idu purinjudha. So inga vandittu they have given B salary is 30% more. So you have got A salary is 39% of C salary. A salary. So suppose if they ask how much is A salary less than C salary, evlo kammiya irukku A salary off ana it is 39% of C salary. By how much it is less ana you subtract this from 100. So A salary is how much less? Subtract 39 from 100, 61% less. So avlo kammiya irukku. Okay. So suppose if they ask how much it is less, so this value இதை வந்து 100ல subtract பண்ணுங்க. So you will get 69% less than C salary. புரியலையா? So இப்போ வந்துட்டு A salary is what percent of C salary means 39% of C salary. Suppose if they ask how much is A salary, less than தான் கேட்க முடியும் because this value is less than 100. Suppose 100 மேலே இருந்ததுன்னா how much it is more கேட்கலாம். So 100 minus பண்ணிட்டு remaining. So how much it is less means you have a value 39 which is less than 100. Subtract this 39 from 100. So A salary is 61% less than C salary. Okay. And try the fourth question. Okay. lllam 4,000 5,000 for male and female 5,000. So in the third question வரைக்கும் புரிஞ்சுதா? எதுனா சொல்லணுமா? You understand? You and for the fourth question, so what is the total population? 9,000. So 9,000 is the total population. So after 1 year, what is the increase in male population? 8%. So here I will take number of male as m, then female will be 9,000 minus m. இல்லையா f எடுத்துக்கலாம். So it is the remaining. So 9,000 minus m. So in this what is the increase? 8%. So increase வந்து 8% off. So just into 8 by 100 plus here 5%. So after this increase, what is the population? 9,600. So that difference, this will be equal to 600. So you have to find the number of male or female. So 8% of male and 9,000 minus m, 5% of this female equal to 600 and work out. So but this takes time. So what you do is male and female ரெண்டு பேருக்கும் same increment எடுத்துக்கலாம். 8% இல்ல 5%. You have one 8% and one 5%. ஏதாவது ஒரே increase எடுக்கலாம். So which will take? 5%. So both are increased by 5%. So both are increased by 5% and total population la 5% increase. So you can do this calculation orally instead of doing all this. So tani adutha you have to work out. So if you take same percentage for both 5%. So 9,000 la 5% increase. So what is in 5% of 9,000? 450. 450. So 9% of 5% of 9,000 வந்து 450. But increase வந்து எவ்வளோ வந்திருக்கு? 600. So what is the difference? 150 is the difference. Okay. So in the difference எதுக்கு வந்தது? So why did we get this difference? Because 8% we took as 5% for male. So it means that 3% of male equal to 150. What will be 100% of male? இது தெரியுதா எழுதுறது? Okay. So இது புரியுதா? So you can take a single increase for both male and female. So take it as 5%. So 5% of 9,000. So one increase you can calculate. So it will be 450. So you should have the population as 9,450, but 9,600 irukku. So the difference is 150 because we have underestimated this male population. 3% kammi eduthukom. So 3% of male is 150, and what will be 100%? So from 3 you cannot get 100. So if it is 4, we will multiply with 25. 5 into 20. So to find 100%, cross multiply. 150 into 100 by 3, it is 5,000. So after getting male 5,000, female 4000 will be the answer. Okay, rendu perku you take the same increase and work out. Okay, you try for 8%. Na 5% பண்ணிருக்கேன். So 8% க்கு என்ன ஆன்சர் வருது பாருங்க. Yeah. Fine. So, இது புரிஞ்சுதா? Yeah, this. 8%, so it will be 4000. So suppose when you take 8% for both, so 8% of 9000 will be 720. 9 into 8, 72, 720. So but you have 600. So we have got more. How much it is the difference? 120 is the difference. So we have got excess of 120 because for female instead of 5 we have taken as 8. Yeah. So 3% of female one the 120. What will be 100% of female? 4000. Same value you will get. So to say that both you will get the same value. So 4000 female and then male is 5000. So you understood the fourth question? Okay. So we will see the next concept. This is based on percentages. So how to work out with percentage itself. Value la kandupidikam. Suppose value of an article is increased by X%. And then again it is increased by Y%. Say it is increased by 20% and by 10%. So what will be the net increase percentage? Say A sells an article to B at profit and B sells an article to C at profit, percentage will be given. So what will be the overall profit? For 2010 Anna, what will be the overall profit or net increase? So 2010 Anna, verum 30 illa, you have some more than that. Say suppose value of an article is 100. So if it is increased by 20%, so what will be the value now? For 100 irukku value worth, it costs 100. So if you increase it by 20%, so what will be the value? 120. So now again you are increasing by 10%. So what will be the value? 10% of 120 is 12. So it will be 132. So instead of 20 plus 30% increase, we have got 32% increase. Yeah. So instead of 30, we have got 32. So this 2 is because 10% increase for this 20. Because here we are not increasing 100, we are increasing 120. So for this 20, 10% is additional increase. So whenever 2 increases are there, so just use this x plus y plus xy by 100. So just in the 20 plus 10, 30 matram illama, இந்த xக்கு ஒரு y%, இந்த 20க்கு ஒரு 10%. Okay, will give you the single increase. போர்டு விசிபிளா இருக்கா? போர்டு தெரியுதா? அதுதான் போயிருக்கேன் கிடைக்கல. Understand? So here you use for x20. Yeah. So for x you use 20, for y you use 10. 20 plus 10 plus 20 into 10 by 100 will give you overall increase. இல்ல பிரேக்ல எடுத்துக்கலாம். பிரேக்குக்கு அப்புறம் எடுத்துக்கலாம். So you understood this? So single increase is got by this 20 and 10. So work out this question. It தெரியுதா? Find p% of so find p% of 460 where p is a single increase of so find p% of 460 where p is a single increase of 20% and 25%. So you find what is the single increase for 20 and 25. So use for x20 for y25. So 20 plus 25 and the 45. 20 into 25 by 100. So you will get 5. So 50 is a single increase. So mostly in the data use பண்ணுவாங்க 20 25 ana single increase will be 50. So you need to find 50% of p 460, that is 230 is the answer. So last year intelligent bureau in the question was asked. You saw this pathina. So single increase you find and you see what is that percentage. So 50% of 460 it is 230. புரியுதா? புரியலையா? $15 and $18 ka 24.2. நீங்க இப்ப 5th question பண்ணாதீங்க. நான் இந்த கான்செப்ட் சொல்ல அப்புறம் அந்த ஆன்சர் வந்துதா 24.2. அந்த காஸ்ட் பிரைஸ் எல்லாம் எடுக்கவே வேண்டாம், அதை வச்சு எல்லாம் பண்ண வேண்டாம். அது இனிமேல் தான் சொல்ல வருவேன், நீங்கள் அதை வச்சுட்டு ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ண வேண்டாம். எக்ஸாமில் அது கொடுத்தா கூட நோ நீட் டு கன்சிடர் தட். ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் யூஸிங் திஸ் யூ கேன் ஒர்க் அவுட். ஸோ இது புரிஞ்சுதா? இது ஸோ இது தெரியுதா கொஸ்டின்? ஸோ ஃபைண்ட் p% of 460. ஸோ 460க்கு p% கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ஸோ p is a single increase of 20 and 25. ஸோ 20% விலை இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணிவிட்டு அகெயின் இஃப் இட் இஸ் இன்க்ரீஸ் பை 25%, அதனுடைய சிங்கிள் இன்க்ரீஸ் தான் p உடைய வேல்யூ. ஸோ டு ஃபைண்ட் த சிங்கிள் இன்க்ரீஸ் யூ கேன் யூஸ் ஃபார் x20, ஃபார் y வந்து 25. ஸோ 20 + 25 40, அப்புறம் இந்த 20க்கு ஒரு 25% இன்க்ரீஸ். ஸோ தட் இஸ் 15. ஸோ 50 தான் சிங்கிள் இன்க்ரீஸ் வரும். ஸோ 50% of 460 it is half of 460. 230 is the answer. இது புரியுதா? Okay. So whenever a person increases the price and again he increases the price, single increase, or A sells to B profit and then B sells to C at profit, what is the overall profit %? So no need to consider that cost price. Suppose A has bought a watch for 850 rupees. So in the cost price or selling price or no need to consider. So just with the profit percentages you can find the net increase. Okay. And also for a rectangle, so length is increased by say 20%, breadth is increased by same percent kuda irukkalam. Okay, say if it is increased by say 10%, what will be increase in its area? Area units is square units, so you have two increases only. So it will be the same 32%. So 20 plus 10 plus 20 into 10 by 100. So 32% is increase in its area. So area is square units. Okay. Suppose for a cube, side is increased by say 10%. What will be increase in its lateral surface area? For a square we will take, for square side is increased by 50%. So what will be increase in its perimeter? So side of a square is increased by 50%. So what will be increase in its perimeter? The perimeter, what is the units? Whatever unit da. So 4A. So the same 50% you will have. Okay, there will be no change at all. So if side is increased by 50%, so perimeter is just one time. So only one increase is there. So whatever increase is given, that will be the increase for perimeter also. Okay. But suppose if they ask for area, then you have two increases. So what is the area of a square? A square. So you have A twice, so increase is twice. You can use this x plus y and work out. Okay. Say for a cube, they increase the side by 10%. So what will be increase in its LSA, lateral surface area? So is the area. So you have two increases. So use this 10 for both x and y. So single increase will be 20 plus 20 or 10. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 into 10 by 100 is 21%. Okay. So one side is increased by 10, another side is also increased by 10 plus 10 into 10 by 100. So it is 21%. If side is increased by 8%, what will be the increase in its LSA? So 8% it is 8 plus 8 plus 8 into 8 by 100. So don't cancel that 8 and all. Appo the multiply pannita 8. The pen where so whenever you have this number, so you add this 8 twice plus 8 into 8 by 100. So either simplify panama, you multiply this 8 and 8, you will get 64 by 100 is 0.64. So whenever this is given, so 16.64% increase. So in the 8% ketiranga. So when you see this number itself, you can get the answer. For when it is 8, area increase will be double and square. So if they give for 7%, what will be increase in its area? 14.49%. So now we will work this question, pen vanda appuram I will continue the concepts. Okay. So for the fifth question, the cost is given 4600. So no need to consider that. So just use this 15 and 10% and work out. So it is 15 plus 10 plus 15 into 10 by 100. It is 24.2%. என்னாச்சு? Fifth question புரிஞ்சுதா? புரியல. இது புரிஞ்சுதா? So cost price is given as 4600. So அதை வச்சுட்டு 15% எவ்வளோ and then 8%, no need to find. So to find the single increase, இது வந்து 15 and then 8. So x plus y plus x into y by 100. So this when you add it is 23. So 15 into 8 வந்து 120. Divide by 100. So 24.2 is the single increase. Okay. Sixth question. That is 50. 20, 50 and 50 plus 20. Then 600. 56% is the single increase. And for the seventh question, 4a square. So the seventh question வந்து last year இதுல கேட்டிருந்தாங்களா UPSC. So if side of a cube is increased by 50%, what is increase in its surface area? So you find that. இதுல difference. So you find what is increase in its lateral surface area, then you will work out the seventh question. So for a cube, side is increased by what percent? 50%. So find the increase in its lateral surface area. So what will be increase in its lateral surface? So lateral surface area formula வந்து 4a square. Total surface area வந்து 6a square. So no need to consider all that. So area is given. So use x plus y plus xy by 100. So what will be increase? It is 125%. So x is 50, y is also 50. Area it is 2 increases. So you will get 125% increase. Lateral surface area is not 125. Increase is 125%. So if total surface area is asked, what will be the increase? So this is again area, the same 2 increases. So you use x plus y plus xy. What will be the increase in its total surface area? The same 125%. So whatever it is asked, if area is there, rendu increase, you use x plus y. So both will be same. Okay. So difference on the 0. You will not have any difference. So though it is 4a square, it is 6a square, the increment da inga. So it will be both same. So the difference is 0. 0%. So you understood the seventh question? Puriya. இப்போ lateral surface area increase கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Lateral surface area formula 4a square. So அதெல்லாம் கண்டுபிடிக்க வேண்டாம். So அது work out பண்ணாலும் ஃபைனலாக இதுதான் வரும். So ஏரியாவில் எவ்வளோ increase இருக்கு, எவ்வளோ changes இருக்கு, 2 changes are there. So whenever you have 2 changes, you can use that x plus y plus xy by 100 and work out. So use 50 for x, for y also it is 50. So whenever you have 2 changes, you can use this x plus y. So 50 plus 50, 100 plus 25. So lateral surface area is 125. Increase. Total surface area kuda adena. Area increase, you have 2 changes. So 50 plus 50, 50 into 50 by 100. Okay. So same percentage increase you will have for area, whatever it is asked. So it is 0% increase. You understand? So suppose instead of cube they have given for a circle. So circle radius is given 50%. What will be increase in its curved surface? curved surface circle area, sphere or curved surface area, increase will be 125%. Say in the square I asked for LSA TSA. Suppose this is for a circle, radius is increased by 50%. So what will be increase in its area, or if it is a sphere, curved surface area. So the area it will be the same 125%. A perimeter or circumference ketana the same 50%. Okay. So when both the values are increased, single increase is got by x plus y plus xy by 100. Suppose if it is increased by x% and then it is decreased by y%. So then what will be the net increase or decrease? So it is x minus y minus xy by 100. So the same thing, instead of plus you take minus. So it is decrease, so you take minus, and then plus into minus, it is minus xy by 100. The shopkeeper increases the price and then gives discount. Price decrease, sales increase. Decrease you take minus. Okay. So in the 7th question concept purinjada, 7th question. So whatever area is given, increase or decrease you can find using this. So LSA TSA difference will be same 0%. And try the 8th question. It is 8th. Minus 18 points. So here the shopkeeper is buying 3 TVs for 48,000, then increasing each by 25%, and then he gives discount 5% each. So in the 48,000 consider panna vanda. So just you see what is the increase. It is 25% increase, decreases 5%, and then it is minus 25 into 5 by 100. So 20 minus 1.25 it is. So 18.75 profit, percentage profit. This one 1.25. So 20 minus 1.25 is 18.75. Okay. Say here, suppose a person increases the price by 20%, so then gives a discount 10%. So what will be the gain or loss for the shopkeeper? So gain or loss is got the overall symbol. Okay, overall positive and profit. So it will be 8% profit, because positive 8% profit. Suppose he decreases the price by 20 and then increases by 10. So what will be the here loss loss percent. So decreasing by 20%, increasing by 10%. So then what will be the loss percent realized? It is? So 20% increase panni 10% discount kudutha, the shopkeeper gains by 8% profit. So he decreases the price by 20 and then increases 12% loss. So it is minus 20 plus 10, and here you have minus. So whenever you have this alternate thing, don't write minus 8% kadayadu. Okay, so you will get some more than this. So minus 20 into 10 by 100. So minus 10 minus 2, it is minus 12. So loss is 12%. Loss he realizes more than profit. Okay. Penna. Break time aicha. 9:28. 10 eldamle late aicha. Idu mudichilla. 10th question varaikum mudichittu break eduthukalama. Okay. So what is the 9th question? 14%. So he decreases the price by 5%. So as he is decreasing, sales increase by 20%. About 20 minus 5. So his sales increase by overall profit vandittu 14%. Okay, you understood that? So when both are discounts, so they ask this, adu purinjadalla 14% gain. When both are discounts, so then it is minus x minus 5 plus x by 100 will give you a single discount. And work out the 10th question, and after that we will have a break and continue. So in the same concept, that when it is decrease you take minus, increase you take plus. Okay. So this is x minus 5. So one increase, other decrease. So when both are decreases, you can take minus x minus y plus xy, or here plus and here minus. Both will be same. This discount and theriyum, so it is a discounted value. So there minus sign implies it is a discount. Huh? Yaar pesranga teliye. Nada. 9th question. Price வந்து 5% கம்மி பண்ணிட்டாங்க. ஸோ அப்போ வந்து அவங்களுக்கு லாஸ் மாதிரி தானே. அதை அந்த 5% டிக்ரீஸ் பண்ணதுனால சேல்ஸ் வந்து ஜாஸ்தி ஆகிடுச்சு. அப்போ அது ப்ராஃபிட் மாதிரி இல்லையா. ஸோ டிக்ரீஸ் வந்துட்டு 5, இன்க்ரீஸ் வந்து 20. ஸோ ஓவராலாக 14 ப்ளஸ் வருது. ஸோ கெயின் வந்து 14%. So 20 minus 5, 15 varum, minus 1 varum. So 14% gain. %25. So for 10th question you got the answer? 25%. Okay. அதுதான் சொல்கிறேன். இங்கே வந்து ரெண்டுமே டிஸ்கவுண்ட்னா மைனஸ் எக்ஸ் மைனஸ் ஒய், மைனஸ் அண்ட் மைனஸ் ப்ளஸ் வந்துடும். ஸோ இந்த மைனஸ் சைன் வந்து நமக்கு லாஸ் அண்ட் டிஸ்கவுண்ட் அண்ட் காமிக்குது. இங்கே வந்து ரெண்டுமே டிஸ்கவுண்ட் தான். ஸோ டிஸ்கவுண்ட் வேல்யூ நம்ம இங்கே கூட மைனஸ் இருந்தால் மைனஸ் எடுக்க மாட்டோம்ல, 12% லாஸ் சொல்லுவோம் அந்த மைனஸ் இருக்கனால. இங்கே இது ரெண்டுமே டிஸ்கவுண்ட். ஸோ ஓவரால் டிஸ்கவுண்ட் வேல்யூ கிடச்சிடும். இங்கே 2 ப்ளஸ், இது மைனஸ். அங்கே இது 2 நம்ம இது கூட ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணோம். ஸோ இது கொஞ்சம் ஹேண்டியாக இருக்கும். ரெண்டும் ஃபஸ்ட்டு ப்ளஸ் அப்புறம் மைனஸ். இல்லை இது ரெண்டும் ஒரு சிம்பிள், இது ஒரு சிம்பிள், அது மாறி இருக்கும். ஓகே. Overall you have minus, so which means that it is a net decrease or net loss percentage. equal to x square by 100 or x by 10 the whole square. Okay. So same percent increase, same percent decrease means it is always decrease percentage, not increase or nil effect. So whatever the selling price may be, so he sells two articles for same selling price, it is bought, A buys and sells to be at profit percent and then the same percent loss. So it will be always decrease percentage, okay, loss percent. So if he increases the price by 20 and decreases the price by 20, so what will be the loss percent here? 20 by 10 square, 4 square loss, okay. So we did the 10th question answer on the 25%, and now the 11th question, so it is 768. So the mark price is 800. He is buying an article for 20% less and selling 20% more. So it is 4% decrease in its mark price. So 4% of 800 enanu you subtract, you will get the answer. Okay. So for the 11th question, so it is 4% decrease in its mark price. So 800 la you see what is 4%. So that you subtract, you get the answer. 32, 320, 32. So and for the 12th question, so it is decrease by 9%. So length increase, breadth decrease by same percentage. So it will be decrease in its area by 9%. Okay, adhe concept da. And the 13th question, Puriya. 11th. So 11th vandittu 800 is the mark price. He is buying it for 20% less, and then he is increasing 20% and then selling it. Okay. Then it is 4% decrease in 800. So 20% increase, 20% decrease. It is 20 by 10 the whole square percent decrease value. So 20 by 10 and a 4% decrease. So what is 4% of 800? 32. So on the 32 you subtract. Okay, 768 is the answer. So on the 13th question, so 12th varaikum purinjada. So for the 13th question, so numerator is increased by what percentage? 200%, and denominator increased by 120%, and the change fraction is 5 by 3. So with the change fraction, so what is the numerator change? 30% increase and I will add 30 with 100. Here it is what percent increase? 200. So numerator changes 100 plus 200. So it is 300. So that you write in the denominator. If it comes to the other side, it is reciprocated. Say original fraction is xy. Numerator is increased by 100 plus 200 by 100, and denominator 120 by 100. So this gets cancelled. So this 100 plus 200 comes to the denominator. This 100 plus 120, 220 goes to the numerator. So simplify this, you get the original fraction, this xy. Okay. So send to the other side. So answer is 11 by 9 is the increase. அது புரிஞ்சுதா? புரிஞ்சுதா? So numerator change என்ன இருக்கோ that you add with 100. Increase means you add, decrease means you subtract. So that you write in the denominator. Denominator change is sent to the numerator. With the increased fraction you get the original fraction. Okay. So for the 14th question, so when it is in percentage you add with 100, when it is a fraction you add with 1, it is 20 by 3. So what is the change fraction for 14th question? அது என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க fraction? 1 by இல்ல 25 by 2. 25 by 2. So the fraction is 25 by 2 and numerator is increased by what fraction? 1/4. So if it is increased by 1/4 you add with 1. So numerator changes 5 by 4. And what is the denominator change? 1 by 3 decrease. So you subtract from 1. So it is 2 by 3. Okay. And with this the numerator denominator you send here and this you reciprocate, you get the answers. Okay. So when you send to the other side, in the 2 by 3 update denominator in the mela poidum. So this 5 by 4 will come to the denominator, you reciprocate it and simplify. So answer is 20 by 3. So original fraction is 20 by 3. So and you understand? So the 15th one. So for 15th question you can get the Venn diagram and work out. இது புரிஞ்சுதா? So percentage la kudutha 100 oda add pannunga. Fraction ana you add with 1, decrease means you subtract with 1. Okay. So for 15th question you have two details, coffee, tea. So first you have to fill the intersection. So how many drink both? 30. So 30% drink both, and how many drink coffee? 40. So here it will be 10. So in this coffee circle you should have 40. Already you have 30% of people. So you write 10 here, and here it is total 80. Here it is 50. So now 90% of them drink either coffee or tea or both. So who drink neither? 10%. So this 90 you subtract from 100. So 10% drink, they don't drink coffee or tea. You subtract and write there. Okay. Good one. So and for the next question, so you have two subjects. So here failure percentage is given. How many failed in both? 12%. How many failed in first subject? 32. So here it will be minus pannite. So it is, and for second it is 23. So subtract this, it is 11. and you are asked to find, so if they ask how many passed in both, add all, subtract from 100, but they have asked how many passed in only one subject. So what will be the answer? So it is 31. So this 20% they failed in which subject? First subject. As a science, okay, so in this subject this 20% failed. So this implies that they have passed in the second subject. And this 11% has failed in this, so they have passed in the first subject. So passed in only one, if they ask 31, failed in only one, the same 31. Okay. So passed in both, add all this and subtract from 100. So, this is 16%. So, you are asked to find how many passed in only one subject. So, they passed in second, this one passed in first. So, 31%. So, failed Keta Koda, this is the same. Failed in first, failed in second, 31. Okay. So, 17th question. Or a quick reference for percentage. So when you have 10 by 3, so percentage will be 3 1 by 3, 3.3. So if it is 100 by 3, so it is 33 1 by 3%. So when it is 100 by 9, 11.11. Approximately 11. So 9 11 99 11. So this is the invert. So when you have 100 by 11, so it will be approximately 9%. So if you have 100 by 12, approximately 8, exact 8 1 by 3. So approximate values you can have, and 100 by 8 it is 12. So the Mati varom kamikathu exactly 12.5. So when you have 100 by 14, 7%. So 100 by 7. Okay. So most occurring percentages in exam. So just you can use. So this is exactly 16.66 recurring. So you can take 6 7 recurring and work out. So for the 17th question, so in that village what part or male population? 5 by 7. So we will take X as total population. So in the X 5 by 7 is male population. In that what percentage were married? 30%. So you get married male population. So in this X 5 by 7, in this 30%. So it is so married male. Okay. And this 3x by 14 is also equal to married female. Okay, that's the link. That's you can work out. So married female is also equal to 3x by 14. Okay. And now what is the total female population? 5 out of 7 is male, female will be 2 by 7. So out of this X, 2 by 7 female population, you need unmarried population. So married female is 3x by 14. So this you subtract, you get unmarried female. So you have 7 here, multiply this with 2 and here also with 2 you will get X by 14 is unmarried female. Okay. And unmarried female kekla, you are asked to find the percentage of unmarried female. So unmarried female is X by 14 out of the total X into 100. Idu purida? So here it is 100 by 14, 7% is the answer. இது புரிஞ்சுதா? அதெல்லாம் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. ஒரு வில்லேஜ்னா வந்துட்டு இட் இஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டுட், அது வந்துட்டு டிஸ்கைஸில் இருக்கும். இப்போ ஒரு ஆஃபீஸு அந்த மாதிரி கொடுத்தா பண்ண முடியாது, அது வந்துட்டு இட் இஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டுட். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி தான் அந்த மாதிரி இப்படி கொடுப்பாங்க. ஓகே. ஸோ இன் அ சர்டன் பிளேஸ் பாப்புலேஷன் எடுக்கிறப்ப மேரிட் மேல் அண்ட் மேரிட் ஃபீமேல் வில் பி சேம், வேல்யூ வில் பி சேம். So 3x by 14 married male and married female same. So out of female you subtract this, you get unmarried female. Percentage means that by total into 100. So 7% is the answer. So 17th question புரிஞ்சுதா? We'll work out the 18th one. So I'll erase this. So for the 18th question, so it is 33 1 by 3. Suppose a value A is compared with C. A is A% of C and another value is compared with the same value. So A is A% of C, B is B% of C கொடுத்துட்டு, so what percent of A is B? So when they ask, so no need to consider that C at all. So அது எவ்வளோ காஸ்ட் இருந்தாலும் அது எவ்வளோ worth இருந்தாலும் you can leave that. And to find percentage between these two, so the one which comes after off you write in the denominator. So B வந்து numerator into 100 will give you the percentage. And the cost of the shirt or the அது consider பண்ணவே வேண்டாம், because base is same. இது சேமா இருக்கிறதுனால, so what percent of A is B if they ask, so just with this percentages you can get the answer. Okay. Suppose in the data interpretation la work பண்றப்போ 2007 la production வந்துட்டு you have 150 and in 2011 it is 750. So what is the percentage of growth கேட்டா, so 150 la irundhu it has grown to 750. Okay, so you write this 150 in the denominator and 750 in the numerator into 100, so that will give you the percentage. Okay. So inga vanditu both are compared to the same value, so percentage is same, so that you can avoid and work with this percentages itself. So for the 18th question, cost of a pant kuduthirukangala, adu vandu no need to consider. So what is the shirt and the tie? 75 and 25. So you are asked to find what percent the tie costs to the shirt. So tie vandu evlo percent? 25 and shirt is 75% to the pant. So just this will give you the percentage. 100 by 3 means it is 33 1 by 3%. So the 18th question. So instead of off, if they give us A is 40% more than C and B is 20% less than C, and they'll ask by what percent is A more than C or what percent is B less than A and the mari kepanga. So when it is given A is 40% more, so both are compared to the same value C. So no need to consider this C. So just add 40 with 100. So what will be A's value? 140. So if it is less, you subtract from 100. So value for A will be 60. And here what is value for B? 100 minus 20, 80. So now if they ask by what percent is A more than B, or data interpretation mein idella what is the increase percent of production. So first year 80, adutha 140 na, what is the increase percentage, production percentage. So when increase is asked, so whenever increase or profit or more, so in the 3 la edavadhu onu mention pannuvanga to show the increase. So then you write the smaller number in the denominator and difference in the numerator. So increase percentage keta from 80 it has increased to 140. Okay. So write always difference in the numerator and higher number in the denominator. Okay. So this is the example. We will do this question later. So 3/4 or 75%. So suppose number data interpretation work pandrappo. So previous year 50 is the production. Next year it in thousands, 50,000. So next year if production is 75,000. So what is the increase percentage in production? Write this difference 25. So denominator will write 50. Okay. And suppose it decreases to 60 next year. So again difference 15. In the denominator will write 75, decrease percentage keta, because base is 75. So from 75 it is coming down to 60. Okay. So for this you write a lower value in denominator. So for decrease percentage or if they give loss or less, so for all this lower value in denominator. Okay. And now try the 19th question. So it is 8%. So how much is the total amount is 960 and the 960 allam consider panna. So by what percent A has less than C? 54%. So then A value you take as 100 minus 54. So that is equal to 46. And B value 50. So it is 50. You are asked to find increase or decrease percent. Less kuduthirukangala. So less means decrease percentage. So for decrease percentage you write the higher number in the denominator and difference is 4 into 100. So it is 8%. So you try the 20th one. The same concept, 20th question. B வந்துட்டு 50% less. So 100 minus 50, it is 50. சொல்லலையா? B had 54% less than C. Oh, அது வந்துட்டு B and C. So with A they are comparing. So this is B and this is. So A is 960 and B is 54% less than C and C is 50 less than A, and you are asked to find this percentage. Okay. So for the 20th question, so what is the weight for a green box? So green box is how many times heavier? 8 times than the blue box. So that is 8B, and blue box on the blue da. So you are asked to find how, by what percent it is less heavier. Less heavier means decrease percentage. So less decrease loss edu ketalum write the higher value in the denominator. So higher value is 8B. In the numerator you will write the difference. So difference is 7B into 100. So 700 by 8. So 100 by 8 and 12. 700 approximately. 700 by 8 and it will be more than 84. So it is exactly 12.5. So 0.5 and a half. 87.5. Exactly it is 87.5%. இது புரியுதா? So the 20th one you understood? So now we will work out from the 27th question. அதுக்கப்புறம் அதை முடிச்சுட்டு இது டைம் இருந்தால் இது பண்ணலாம், or you go through that. Doubt இருந்ததுன்னா next classல பண்ணலாம், or I will do different chapter in next class. Okay. So இது புரிஞ்சுதா? How to find? இது நிறைய data interpretationல will be using. So 20th question you understand? So suppose A is A% of B. So in the mari percentages you will get the questions. A is A% of B. What percent of A is B? So when they ask like this, so A vandu A% of B and what percent of A is B. So for this you write 100 twice and this percentage in the denominator, you will get the reverse comparison. Okay. So idu eppadi enna I will explain. So when A is A% of B, A value will be A by 100 times of B. And what percent of A is B? So B itself is here. Of A na write this in the denominator and B in the numerator into 100. So this gets cancelled. So you get 100 twice by A. Okay. So whenever reverse comparison is there and the percentage on the denominator 100 twice, you will get the answer. So instead of finding that percentage and then working, or value kodutittu adula kepanga, so no need to do that. Suppose for example if they say 20%, A is 20% of B, what percent of A is B in a? 500%. Okay. And try the 27th question. இதை erase பண்ணுவோம். இது so when A is 37% of B, what percent of A is B? We will multiply 100 twice divided by 37. So whenever you are dividing a number, suppose you have so many zeros by 37, this is only by 37. Matha numbers allala. 37 is a special number. So 37 means answer will be 10 less than this. 270 recurring. So count the number of zeros. So etna zero irukku? 5 zeros. So put here you have 5 zeros. Point after 4 places. 1 less than the number of zeros. illa or example ku solran. So enna numbers irundalum when you are dividing by 37, 270 will be a recurring number. Count the number of zeros. Put point from left to right. 1 less than the number of zeros. Okay. So in the working வந்து நிறைய இடத்துல யூஸ் ஆகும். 37, 74. So there you can use instead of dividing. So suppose the 1000 by 37, what will be the answer? 27. Point after 2 places it is 27. So இங்க வந்துட்டு 270. So actually question paper la vandu 74 kettirundanga. So for 74 what will be the answer? 74 is 37 into 2. So we will divide this with 2. So answer is 135%. Okay. 74% irundha and mari. So 74 is 37 into 2. Okay. So in the 27th question புரிஞ்சுதா? இது புரிஞ்சுதா? Suppose A is A% more than B. அது ஆஃப் and பார்த்தோம். So if it is more than B, இந்த கான்செப்ட் வந்துட்டு நிறைய இந்த price increase, expenditure, consumption decrease and the questions la you will be using this. So when A is A% more than B, so then so by what percent B is less than A? So reverse comparison, how much it is less keta? If it is 20% more, then B is not 80. It will be some more less. So it is got by 100 A by 100 plus A% less than A. So product with 100 plus 100, you get the less than percentage. Okay. So when A is so much more than, so where we use this concept, suppose for an article price increases, price of petrol or price of wheat increases, how much the consumption should be decreased to maintain the expenditure. So for these questions, இது இவ்வளோ more than how much it is less, we work out. Okay. And for the 28th question, so it is 16.67. So in the concept புரிஞ்சுதா? So when one increases, the other should decrease. So to maintain the distance, speed increases, how much time will decrease percentage. So இதெல்லாம் கேட்டா, so you can use this 100A by 100 plus A, but instead of using this, I will tell you another method. So இதுவே ஒரு short is working da. So in the percentage fraction relation வச்சிட்டு, so without working you can get the answer. So that I will say. So what is 1 equal to how much percent it is? 1 and 100%. So into 100. So 1 percentage is 100. So when you have half, what will be the percentage? 50. When you have 1 by 3, so it is 33 1 by 3%. So inga vandittu when the denominator increases, it means that the fraction is decreasing, value is decreasing, percentage also decreases. So I will write up to 14, so then you can easily work. So 1 by 4 means it is 25%, 1 by 5 20%, so 1 by 6 16.67%, so 1 by 7 14%, 1 by 8 1 by 9 11%, 1 by 10, so exactly it is 10. So in the 10 all the values will be reversed. So 1 by 11 it will be 9, 1 by 12 it will be 8, 1 by 14 it will be 7. Okay. So 1 by 11 9, all this approximate. 1 by 12 8%, 1 by 14 7%. So you will be knowing this percentages. Now for the 28th question, by what percent price has been decreased? 20%. So 20% number inga irukum 1 by 5. So you are asked to find how much consumption should be increased or decreased. Decreased you come one step down. So 20 and 1 by 5. After one step down it is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 வந்து 16.67%. So this workout panna வேண்டாம். So just up or down you get the answers. Okay. So 20% ana inge irukum. So how much it should be decreased means you come down 16.67%. It should be decreased. புரியுதா? எது இதுவா? 100 into 20 by 100 plus 20. 100 into 20 by 100 plus 20 வந்துட்டு so 100 by 6 னா 16.67%. So இது புரிஞ்சதா? It is more than less than சொன்னாலியா. When A is A% more than B னா A value will be 100 plus A by 100. எது? இது வந்து அதை விட இவ்வளோ percent ஜாஸ்தினா the other value will be so much percent less than A. இது அழைச்சிடவா? So it is given A is what percent more? A%. So A% வச்சு வர்க்கம் 20 ஆனா அங்க நம்ம 18 போட்டுருவோம். So when A is A% more than B, so what will be value of A? So 100 plus A by 100 times of B. B வந்து B தான் இல்லையா? A is so much percent more than B. By what percent is B? என்ன percent கேட்டிருக்காங்க? Less than percent. So less than percent ana which value enter? ரெண்டுத்துல higher value. So higher value is this. So 100 plus A by 100 into B. And difference in the numerator. So difference வந்துட்டு இது minus இது. Okay. So 100 plus A by 100 times B minus B into 100. So இதை expand பண்ணோம்னா B வந்து எல்லாத்தையும் cancel ஆயிடும். So இங்க minus 100 வரும். So 100 plus A minus 100 by 100. So இங்க ஒரு 100 plus A, இது ஒரு 100. This gets cancelled. இங்க ஒரு இது வந்து போயிடும். இது cancel ஆயிடும். So மேல 100 A 100 plus A நிக்கும். அது புரியுதா? So இந்த working எல்லாம் பண்ண வேண்டாம். இதை பண்ணாலே போதும். Okay. So A is, if it is more, இங்க வந்து plus. If suppose A is less கொடுத்தாங்கன்னா இங்க 100 minus A வச்சுட்டு, so 100 A by 100 minus A, so much percent more than B will be so much percent more than A. Okay. idu purinjudha? So now suppose I will ask you, the price is decreased by 25%. Price is decreased by 25%. How much the consumption can be increased to maintain the expenditure? 33 1. So 25% enna inge irukum. So you go one step up. 33 1 by 3%. It can be increased. You understood? So for 29th question, so length of the rectangle is increased by 25%. Upper breadth, how much it should be decreased? So come down one step, 20%. Okay. So 30th question concept kuda adudha. Price is so much the percent of cost price. How much it is the selling price and increase is given, decrease is asked. So price is 25% of the cost price, profit, and what percent the profit is selling price and come one step down, 20% is the answer. Okay. So idu vandu namakku simple da nyabagam vechikonu idu kadiyadu. So with this you can find whatever percentage. In the concept la nariya questions kekranga. So you can go up or down, you can get the answers. And the 31st question. So he increased his rate by 25%, then too his income is same. So business evlo kammi aadichana 20%. Okay. And then 32nd. So it is 50%. So for the 32nd question, and the area is given. So no need to consider that area, side and all. So one side is decreased by what percentage? It is decreased by 1/3. So 1/3 is here. By how much the other side should be increased? So you go half and 50% will be the answer. Adu purinjudha? And you try the 33rd question. The area question, increase decrease vandu idu naan kuduthathu vandu indha question solve pandradhukku dhaan. So idu values ku matram kediyadu. Ipo vandittu oru side vandu 1/3 it is reduced. Appo nama 1/3 inge irukom. By what percent the other side should be increased and whatever is asked you do. Increase and you go up. So inge varum 50% it should be increased. Answer. So idu vandittu values killa in the answer kandupidikiradhukku. Suppose one side is increased by 1/3, how much the other side should be decreased keta? Inga varum, keela varum. You come down 25% it should be decreased. So puriyudha? Idu vandittu indha mari question solve pandradhukku dhaan kuduthen. Value ku idu use agum. Ungalku data interpretation percentages ku use agum. இந்த மாதிரி 1 increase 1 decrease questions கேட்பாங்க, price increase, அதுக்கு இதை யூஸ் பண்ணணும். ஓகே. And the 34th question. So this you understood? இது அழைச்சிருக்கோம். இது வந்துட்டு வேல்யூஸ்க்கு தான் இது ஆன்சர் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது. 30? Oh, 33rd question. So for 33rd question, it is election between two persons. So one person gets what percent of votes? 45. So 45% votes, it is that obvious that he has been defeated. So because 50 half of the kammi votes, other person would have got more than 50%. So if this person gets 45%, the other person and what percent of votes? 55. So defeated and a difference in votes. So what is the difference in votes? 204. So minus. So difference is 204. What is the difference in person? 10%. So 10% of votes is 204. You need total votes, means 100%. So how you can get 100 from 10? Into 10. So into 10. So total votes is 2040. Idu purinjada? I'll give you another question. Suppose a person gets 40%. So idu purinjada? So a person gets 40% and he is defeated by 62 votes. Number of votes got by the winner. What will be now? So a person is getting 40% of the votes and is defeated by another person by 62 votes. What is the number of votes got by the winner? $310 total votes. 186. If this person gets 40, the other person would have got 60. So difference was the 20%. So 20% is 62. And you need the winner evlo percent? 60%. So you get 60 from this 20 by multiplying with 3. So 186 is the answer. A total votes keta into 5. Okay. Suppose losers votes, if it is asked, what will be the answer? So what is the number of votes got by the loser? 124 into 2 pananam. So 20% is 62, you need 40% into 2, so 124 will be the answer. Okay. Now try the 34th question. So 33rd question purinjada? Purinjada. So 34th question. Puriliya. 37%. 20. 5,700. Okay. So for the 34th question, so what is the pass percentage? 55%. So that student gets how many marks? 850. And he fails. 850 vangi he fails. By what percent he fails? 5% he fails. Appo avanga evlo percent vaangirukanga? 55% vaangala. He hasn't got 55%. He has got 5% less. So what percent he has got? 50%. So 50% 850. Our total 1700. Okay. So he has got 5% less. So it implies that he has got 50% of the total. 100 into 2 into 2. So 1700 is the answer. Okay. A 34th question. 50? 45? 20? 20? I should work out. 25 தான் நினைக்கிறேன். இங்கே சொல்கிறப்போ I'll work out. So you understood the 34th question? You understood 34th one? So 35th question. Suppose pass mark is 50. In the concept Puriyat, I'll say this. So if pass mark is 50 for 100, if a student gets 40 marks, then he fails. By how many marks? 10 marks. So when they say getting 40 failed by 10, so then the marks which he gets, and when you add 10 you get the pass mark. Yeah. So if they say getting 40 he failed by 10 means 40 plus 10 will give you the pass mark. Suppose he gets 75. Then by how many marks he clears the exam? 25%. So if they say getting 75, he cleared the exam by 25. So with the marks which he gets, when you subtract 25, you get the pass mark. Okay. So evlo mark excess varudho, adu subtract panna you get the pass mark. Evlo mark kammi, when you add, you get the pass mark. And for the 35th question, mark is not given, percentage is given. So this will do some logic working. So we will have this percentage number line. So 0% it starts. So what percent of marks he gets? 20%. 20% when he gets, he fails. And if another percentage is 40. So when he is getting 40%, he clears the exam. Upper pass percent will be in between this range. Okay. So you see what is the percentage of marks in this region? 20%. Okay. So in the fail person from pass person, in between you have 20% of mark. So you have to locate where the pass percent is. So by how many marks he fails? 40. By how many marks he clears? 120. So you get the ratio for how many marks he fails and passes. This is? So it is 1:3. So now in this you divide into how many parts? 4 parts. Inga 1 plus 3, 4 parts. Here he fails by 1 part. So pass percent is here. Okay. So 1% marks, 1 part marks he fails. So pass percent is here, and this 20% is divided into how many parts? 4 parts. Upon each box will have 5%. Upon pass percent will be 25%. So either add this 5 with 20, or you can subtract 15 from 40, you will get the same. So pass percent is 25%. இது புரிஞ்சுதா? இது சொல்லவா? I'll repeat this again. So 20% is here, 40% is here, pass percent is somewhere in this region. So to find that, you get the ratio for how many marks he failed. So inga in the pass mark landu ivlo fail, ivlo pass. So 1 part, 3 parts. So pass percent is here in the region la irukku. So in the region la irukka this 20% marks you divide into 4 because you have 1:3 ratio. So each box contains 5%. So pass percent is 1 more than this 20. 25% is the pass percent. Okay. Suppose if they ask total marks, some questions they ask total marks. So 5% is 40. So by 1 part he fails 5%. So that is 40. So 5% is 40. Into 20 you get total 100%. So into 20. So total marks is 800. And you try the next question, the same concept. So understand? Free da. Free. So for the 36th question, so by what is the percentage got 20 and 50? Yeah. So 20% and 50%. So 20% and 50%. So in this region, what percent marks you have? 30% marks. By how many marks he passes and how many marks he fails? Both same. So ratio is 1:1. The 1:1 and how many parts you have to divide? 2 parts. So pass percent is here. 1 part more, 1 part less. So divide this 30 into how many parts? 2. So here it is 15, here it is 15. So what is the pass percentage? 35%. So if pass percent is asked, you give 35 as the answer. You are asked to find the total marks. So 15% on the 225. What is 100%? Okay. So pass percent is 35%. So you have 15%, but you are asked to find the total. So from 15 you cannot get 100. So multiply this to divide by 15. So 225 on the 15 square. So 1500 is the answer. So for the 37th question, it is 9 rupees. So they have given by what percent price has reduced? 10%. So price வந்து 10% per article reduce ஆயிருக்கு. So for each article he will save 10% of the cost. இல்லையா? So 10 rupees கிடையாது. So 10% price is reduced. For each article he will save 10% of the cost. So for the total amount he will save 10%. So total amount is 1800. So for this he will save 10%. So after the price has reduced, after buying the desired number of articles, அவன் எவ்வளோ வாங்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறானோ அத்தனை வாங்கின அப்புறம் இந்த 1800ல 10% வந்து ரிமைன் ஆயிடும். So 10% of 1800 வந்து 180. இந்த ரிமைனிங் அமௌண்ட்டுக்கு additional articles வாங்கலாம். How many articles? 20. So reduce price வந்து 9. Okay. So you see what is the amount he saves because of reduction. இப்போ 25% reduce ஆச்சுன்னா 1800ல 25% எவ்வளோ பார்க்கணும். 10% reduce ஆச்சுன்னா 1800ல 10% save பண்ணுவான். Save பண்ணதுல additional articles 20. So reduce price is 9. And for 38th question, original price, original price கேட்குறோம், reduce price இல்லை. புரிஞ்சுதா? 37th question. So 38th question la vandu so 12 and reduced price inga original 25%, it is the reduced price 12. Now you find out. So inga reduce anadunala you subtract from 100, reduction, so you subtract. So original price is, so 100 minus 25 vandu 75 by 100 is 3/4. So you send this 3/4 to the other side. So original price is 16. Okay. Reduced price keta 12, original price ana 16. Increase decrease same working da. Inga minus anga plus. Okay. And you try the 39th question. Huh? 120 la. இப்போ 360 ல வந்துட்டு price 25% reduce ஆகுது. So 360 ல 25% save பண்ணுவான். 360 ல 25% எவ்வளோ? 1/4 இல்லையா 90. So 90 rupees தான் சேவ் ஆகுது. இந்த 90 rupeesல he is buying 7.5 more. So 90 by additional kg 15/2, 12 rupees the reduced price. Original price into this factor is 12. So find the original price 16. And the 29th question. So it is 20 increased price 25. So for the 39th question, so price increased kuda ide working ga. So 25% increase aayidchu. How much he is short of? So 1000 la 25% evlo 250. So 250 kammi aayidchu. He is short of so because of this he is buying how many kg less? 10 kg. So increased price will be 25. Okay. Original price keta inga plus போட்டு பண்ணிக்கோங்க. 100 plus 25 5/4 4/5. So 20 rupees தான் original price. எதுக்கு 40க்கு ஆன்சரே கொடுக்கலையே. சரி ஆன்சர் அது கிடையாது. இது 40th கொஸ்டினுக்கு வந்துட்டு ஒர்க்கிங்கே வேண்டாம். 39th கொஸ்டின் வரைக்கும் புரிஞ்சுதா? ஒரிஜினல் ப்ரைஸா? இந்த கொஸ்டின்கா 30 இந்த கொஸ்டின்கா 38 கொஸ்டின்கா. ஸோ ரெடியூஸ் ப்ரைஸ் 12 அது புரிஞ்சுதுல்ல? அது புரிஞ்சுதா? 360ல 25% சேவ் பண்ணுறான். 38 தானே? ஸோ 360ல 25% சேவ் பண்ணுவான். அப்போ 360ல 25% வந்துட்டு 90 rupees. So 90 rupeesல he is buying 7.5 kg. 7.5 means 15/2. So 12 rupees is the reduced price. இப்போ ஒரிஜினல் ப்ரைஸில் லெஸ் ஆனால் மைனஸ் பண்ணுவோம், இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆனால் ஆட் பண்ணுவோம். ஸோ 25% கம்மி ஆகிடுச்சு. இப்போ 100 minus 25/100. 100 minus 25 வந்து 75/100 or 3/4. ஸோ ஒரிஜினல் ப்ரைஸில் 3/4 தான் 12. அப்போ ஒரிஜினல் ப்ரைஸ் வந்து 12 into 4/3 16. So for the 40th question, so in this organization you have matriculates, graduates, postgraduates. So what percent are matriculates? 40%. And then graduates remaining la da 50%. 50% ana 40 plus 50 90 aidum illaya. So remaining 50%. So matriculates are 40%. In the remaining 50% means half graduates, half postgraduates. So ivanga 228 ana they are also 228. So 228 is the answer. So as they have given 50, it means half in the remaining. Okay, 228 is the answer. So the 40th you understood? So suppose in a rectangle length is twice. Length is twice and breadth is 3 times the original one. So the area is increased by how many times? That is question postal la paakinga. So length is twice the original one, breadth is thrice 3 times. So area is 2 into 3 6 times. It will become 6. How many times more? 5 times. You should write 1 less. Okay. And the same way try the 41st question. it is multiplied by 6 by 7. So for the 41st question, numerator is increased by 20. So 120, denominator is increased, decreased, increased by 40. So you add with 100, so it is into 6 by 7. So it is not increased by 6 by 7. So the original fraction is, the result is getting multiplied with 6 by 7. So I understand? Purilya? How many times more keta, one less solno. So inga the numerator is increased by 20%. So 120 by 100, denominator 140 by 100, 100 cancel, you will get 6 by 7. So the original fraction is multiplied with 6 by 7. For reverse fraction will be upper 7 by 6. Original fraction gets multiplied by 6 by 7. So how many times more keta inga less ahum ena kammi aiduchu 6 by 7 1 minus. So idu purinjudha? Okay, thank you.